now we will learn about creating custom exceptions in Java. So, whenever you write code, your code is very specific to your business functionality. So the exceptions that are available in Java may or may not represent the error situation of your code, of your business logic. Whenever you want to signify a particular problem that cannot be represented by any of the existing exceptions in Java available, in that case, you create your own exception. Okay. So whenever you have to create your custom exception, the first question that you should ask is whether it should be a checked exception or unchecked exception. This is the very important question that you should ask. I want the compiler to force handling of this exception or not. If the answer is yes, then you go with checked exception. If the answer is no, you go with unchecked exception. And I've already explained, if you want to go with checked exception, extend the exception class. If you want to go with unchecked exception, extend runtime exception class. So this is how you can create an exception. Let's see the code where we actually are creating an exception. So you see in this code, we have a custom exception class and we have extended exception. This clearly says that this is a checked exception. Now, this is, in one Java file, you can have more than one classes, but you cannot have more than one public class. And the name of your Java file should match with the name of your public class. So this is a code where we are trying to demonstrate this exception. So you can see that we have the main method here, which is calling this validate score method. And in this validate score method, we are throwing our custom exception. If score is greater than 100, it is not acceptable so we are throwing an exception. Otherwise, we are simply printing the score. It can be a complex business logic for our application. We have simply printed to signify that. Okay, I hope you understand. Wherever we do print, basically, in your actual application, it can be a very complex business logic. But in order to just signify that, right, that is not important right now. Right now, learning this concept of custom exception is important. So for just signifying your business logic, we simply add print methods. Okay. So here you can add your business logic, whatever validation you want to do. We are simply printing it. And if score is greater than 100, you're throwing a custom exception. And if you remove this try catch block, you can see that the compiler will not allow you. You have to put this try catch block because the custom exception. On the other hand, if you remove this and if you simply change this to runtime exception, now compiler is not forcing you. Okay, so you can create a checked, unchecked, depending upon from where you are extending. You simply need to call the super constructor and pass the message. So you can take argument. If you don't want an argument, you can remove this argument also. It is up to you. But ideally, you should take an argument. Your exception should take basically a string, which gives a brief description as well, which you can pass while creating the exception object. Okay. So this is how you create your custom exceptions. You should create custom exception for particular situations in your code. And this way, particular situations in your code, you should create custom exceptions and you should use them. Okay. So this is all about custom exceptions. You can use the existing exceptions available in Java also, and you can create your own exceptions.